And this push, we
Green
streaming.
button.
We
All right, y'all ready to go then?
we streaming. We are live on the internets.
Are you ready for the real fireworks?
Yeah,
It's GRD Sweekly. Hi, everybody. Welcome.
yeah. It's been a
We're
while.
fine folks from GeekRadioDaily.com bringing you GRD Sweekly episode number.
Who the hell cares? Sorry.
Somebody had a tough time putting the kid to bed.
It is. No, that's gonna be one of those.
No one said there was a quiz. Sorry.
How we start every effing show.
it's
So the lady, the people bringing-
3:42.
the people bringing us here tonight, the lady who has some standards that there's the Flintstress.
Never hundred where you come. Very important.
No, you should never ever do that. The woman who sees how it is, that there's Carol the cat.
These places get weirder and weirder.
You look at it that way. The gentleman who has the most devastating takedowns. It's podcaster Dred Siegfried.
Hey, where did you get those clothes? At the toilet store?
And I'm the guy who knows how to deal with people. I'm the wonderful Billy Flynn.
All I need is some tasty waves, cool buzz, and I'm fine.
Totally fine. What happened, Joe?
Can I go
Ooh.
first?
Sure.
Yes,
Okay, I'm gonna
please.
go first because we'll get the sadness out of the way. My brother Doug went into the hospital soon after my birthday, and did not come out. Well, he did come out. He just came out much smaller. than-
Oh my god.
He went
Oh
in.
my god. Okay. All right.
I'm sorry.
Wow. Wow. All right.
He'd appreciate it. He's sitting on my bookshelf right now. So yes, I lost my younger brother, Doug. I don't recommend this for anybody. It has been an incredibly tough month. And all I will say else on the subject is make a will, people. I don't care if it's just scribbling down who you want to take care of things and signing it. Please make a will, because bullshit trying to do stuff when you don't
Bullshit
have
does
anything.
happen if there's not
Um,
in
Yes.
place.
But we were not anticipating him not coming out of the hospital. So it was not unexpected because he had severe heart issues, but it was also unexpected because we were being told
He was getting
different
better.
things.
Yeah.
He was getting better and then he wasn't. And so no, it's incredibly unpleasant, and I'm gonna drop it there or I'll start to cry. As far as geekiness, it's been comfort food for me. I've been watching a
Good.
lot of Star Trek. I have not been watching Doctor Who because he was a huge Doctor Who fan in that. I can't even listen to the theme song right now. But that I've been watching a lot of disaster films, airports, movies, Deciding Adventure. I don't know. That's my comfort food. New stuff. The only thing on TV I really watched and caught up with was Squid Games season 3. I was kind of a fan of the first season, not so much the second season. And this season, I don't know whether it's because I was going through all this shit or not, but this season really just did not set with me well. And I think it's because they introduce a baby, which
Wait.
They're
made
putting
it
babies in the Squid
very-
Games now.
yes, a pregnant girl enters the Squid Game and gives birth, and the baby becomes
Okay, yeah,
a
you're right.
contestant.
That's a line. Yeah, that's a line.
It rubbed me really the wrong way.
Wait, are they basically pulling you know what? We've been doing this sitcom for a long time and we need something to jazz it up a little bit. So we're going to
That's what it
Don't they
introduce a
die if
baby.
they lose? I've never actually watched
Yeah.
it. But don't they die?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's not okay. Babies can't do anything.
So I don't know. This is the last season of the Korean Squid Games. But it sets up the American Squid Games, which apparently is going to star Kate Blanchett, which I didn't know, and is directed by David Fincher. But
And we'll
even
take
though,
place at the White House, yeah.
yeah,
If only.
even
And hosted
though
by Mr.
I-
Beast.
Yeah, no doubt. Even though I like Kate Blanchett and I love David Fincher, I really don't have any interest in watching an American Squid Games because I just know it's going to be meaner and crueler and more bloody. And I don't know. I'm kind
Or
of over
it could be Wipeout, but they actually die. That would be funny.
American Ninja Warrior only that
Right.
actually.
Only it's acid.
Yes.
Yeah, I'd rather just watch the upcoming Running Man.
Yeah, there we go. But anyway, so I watched the third season of Squid Games, and I didn't enjoy it. That's all I can say. TV wise, that's basically all the new stuff I watched. Movie wise, I know I haven't recorded a review in a while, guys. I swear I will do Superman for this weekend.
Carol, you can have some grace from
Yeah,
everyone.
look,
on behalf of everyone.
No. She's
Okay.
getting better. Did you just hear her? She's going to do super.
Yeah, I mean that
I'm
seems
kidding.
like that's you're looking up.
I'm all for that because this dude's kind of. But I did watch some movies. I was trying to catch up before my brother unceremoniously destroyed my month. I was trying to catch up on
What a
movies by
dick.
directors. I
Mhm.
know, you asshole.
You
I can
shorter
yell at him.
asshole.
I've been trying to catch up on movies by directors I like that I hadn't seen before.
Okay.
So I
Well,
watched.
that sounds like a
Boogie-
podcast.
Yeah. I watched Boogie Nights.
Not seen
Which
Boogie
I had
Nights?
I had not seen Boogie Nights. It is a very good movie that I probably will never watch again.
Mm,
Probably
fair.
Mark Wahlberg's best performance.
Mm.
At least
I'm a
I didn't hate him.
superstar.
I didn't hate him, but I watched it because I had watched an interview with Alfred Molina, and he was talking about his cameo, and I was like, wait a minute, I haven't seen this, and I love Alfred Molina, so
But it was
worth
weird.
it.
It was weird that he was still Doc Ock. That's so strange.
Well, I mean,
totally worth it.
it was the Spider-Man porn parody that they were doing in the
Oh, that's
70s.
true.
That's why.
Poked out Doc Ock.
Hentai.
Damn.
Ock.
His name was Doc. His name was Doc Cock.
Of course it was.
Oh, you
I'm-
know that's in a Spider-Man porno. You know
I'm-
that's in a. Yeah.
I'm 14.
Awesome.
Or since they wanted to play up to 8, he was Cock-Ock.
Well, he's 8 inch. I mean, that's why. Yeah, that's why he was.
Fair enough.
Anyway, totally worth it for Alfred Molina's cameo. That's a delightful scene
Mm.
where a lot of people die, but it's still,
Well, it's Alfred Molina, so of course, yes.
I don't know if anyone's ever seen. He was talking about the fact that they asked him how he didn't react because the scene is he's this drug dealer, he's coked out of his mind, and this strange man is walking around his house just lighting fireworks. And they did not tell the three leads, Mark Wahlberg, John C. Reilly, and Thomas Jane, when the fireworks were going off. So their reaction is completely real. These fireworks are just going off around them. But Molina's not reacting to it at all.
Nope, because he is coked up like a muff.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a good film. It's a very well acted film. I was really surprised by Burt Reynolds. But I
Oh, yeah,
don't
Burt
think I'm
Reynolds was just
was
sublime.
really good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and so is Julianne Moore. But I don't think I'll ever rewatch it because it's just so seedy. And I realize it deals with the porn industry and yeah. But it's still a very good film. Then I watched Implosion, the Titanic sub disaster, which is a documentary on that.
Wow.
I watched this one because I'm
On what would be
claustrophobic,
a
and
good
two-
start?
Yeah, and two because I have a fear of the deep sea. I don't know what that's called. I know there's a specific phobia.
Bathophilia. I don't know.
Yeah, I think so, but whatever. And
There
I
could be
kind
a
of was
Meg
gonna.
down there, a phobia.
Yeah, there's weird creatures down there we don't even know about. People, I don't want to go, but I watched it kind of as a horror movie. I didn't like it at all, actually, mostly because there's this guy in this documentary that kind of tries to glorify the incident. It's like, oh, they were brave. It's like, no, a teenager was on there and he didn't want to be there, so
No.
screw you, dude.
They weren't brave. They weren't brave at all.
They were dumb. They were really
They
dumb.
did not listen to smarter people than them.
If I may, thalassophobia is the fear of the deep sea.
Thalassophobia. The deep sea, yeah.
Thalassophobia.
Wow.
I don't like the sea in the best of times, mostly because of Jaws, which is another movie I rewatched.
Or in the worst
I
of
don't feel
times,
shark
which
was-
is Deep Blue Sea.
which is Deep
Hey,
Sea.
Deep Blue Sea is great. Shut
Yeah,
up.
I know. I just couldn't think of another one. I guess Orca, or no, I guess it would be
It's not good.
Okay,
Jaws
Orca's
4.
not good.
Three-headed shark. Tornado.
It was the best of times, Jaws. It was the worst of times, Jaws 4.
Jaws 4. Then I watched Biggles Adventures Through Time for Terrible Movies with Wonderful People, and it was fine. It was fine. it was nothing great, spectacular, or I can't even remember the plot.
Well,
Other
it
than
involved time travel.
it involved time travel and a guy that did not react at all to being thrown through time. Then I watched The Woman in the Yard, which was a very mediocre horror film, which I wish
Aw.
was really better. Then another movie by a director I love that I'd never seen. I had never seen Rushmore by Wes Anderson.
Oh my God! In theaters, baby, in theaters.
This is one of two Wes Andersons I have not seen. The only one left now is Bottle Rocket. And I will be watching that. I liked Rushmore a lot.
Oh,
I
yeah,
can't believe that's Jason Schwartzman's first film.
Right?
He's so good in it.
He's tremendous in that. Like, just okay, I'm just gonna come out and just do one of the best acting jobs in the world's ever seen.
Yeah. Then I watched Drop, which is a horror movie directed by Christopher Landon, son of Michael Landon. Just shout out to Two Woke Bonnets, which will come back next week.
Hey now,
Mhm.
did there?
But it's fine. It's a very middle of the road thriller that gets stupider as the movie goes along. So it was an enjoyable watch. And then I watched Superman, which was bittersweet because I actually had 2 tickets because I was going to bring my brother. So I left the seat empty just in case he wanted to show up.
Oh.
He would have hated it, and I absolutely loved it. So
Okay.
I will have a full review up this weekend.
I'm sure I'm going to
I
love
think
it. I would like to
This
see it.
is the Superman I needed, I think. And I have been watching interviews with David Cornsweet. That is
Sweat?
his last name, Cornsweet. Um, and he's just Superman. He's just Clark Kent. He's just this affably nice guy. And I'm like, oh, this is the dude we needed right now, I think. I never really liked Henry Cavill's Superman, mostly because it was so dark. And to me, Superman's from Kansas. He's just a Kansas farm boy. And I never got that from Henry Cavill.
Mm.
He looked the part, but he never really got Clark Kent down for me, I think.
That they may not have been his fault. It could have been the writing or everything that had
no,
to do
it's
with the
Zack Snyder's
yeah.
fault. It's
Mhm.
Zack Snyder's fault.
Yeah, but I know what you're saying.
So yeah, so this is bright, it's colorful, it's James Gunn, and Mr. Terrific is absolutely terrific.
Yay.
And
yeah, that's
crypto
kind of been
was really big into
Crypto.
Bitcoin.
I will go John Wick for crypto. Absolutely. Yes.
All right.
And you get a couple of sweet cameos in there.
Voice.
So that show what the future of DC is going to look like, and I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot more than the dour, just dreariness that was the Snyderverse.
Hi, Kitty.
Yeah, they're being passed, and that's been my geekies month. So it's yeah,
Yay.
boo and yay at the same time.
Yay.
Terry?
Well, thanks for going first, Carol, because that gave me a chance to actually write up my list. There's been a lot going on. Our kid she's right on the verge of being a teenager, and she is just giving us the business. But we've had a pretty good geeky week. So we should have. When's the last time we even did the show? Was
The
it right
night before we left for vacation.
Mm-hmm.
Got
A
it.
month
Okay.
ago.
Yeah.
Us month. Wow. So we've watched The Bear, but we're not fully finished with The Bear. I really like the show. This is the chef show. It is set in Chicago and it's really good, but it's not lighthearted. So sometimes if you
No.
need just sort of a break, right? So we watched it for a while, but then also Kevin is here, which is awesome. Kevin and Jessica were here for the weekend of the 4th of July, and then Jessica had to go back to work, but Kevin is here. So we've had lots of geeky fun with Kev, including lots of Mario Kart. And we actually, the soccer video game that Mel wanted finally went on sale because the new one is about to come out. It's FC 25, but FC 26 is about to come out. But anyway, it was on sale, so we got that. But that's fun, because Kevin was actually pretty good at it. Not at all good at soccer, but good at a soccer video game. So that makes sense, right?
Me.
Go ahead.
It makes sense to me. That's all I said.
Mhm.
Makes sense to you.
Yep.
That makes sense to him. And he's got video game skills. And you understand the general concept of run, pass, shoot. It's really funny when you're trying to figure out a sports video game, I think more than anything, because you accidentally like booted out of bounds and like, just dive the
At the
wrong way.
beginning, a lot of people were
Mhm.
kicking the ball instead of passing the ball. They were taking a shot from like
Ah.
half field,
I got 2 red cards.
like
Mhm.
very quickly.
Yeah, it was pretty fun though. Because like I mean, you want to play that I knew I was trying to do a slide tackle from behind. That's gonna get you a red card, but
And it did.
wasn't getting me kicked out of the game. Anyway, it was pretty fun. But they have the NWSL, the women's teams as well. So we played as our favorite women's team, the Washington Spirit. So that was great. So um we also went up to a game at the Washington Spirit Stadium, but it wasn't the Washington Spirit. It was the U.S. women's national team. I finally got a chance to see them play live in person, and Mel went with me. And we took the train up to Washington, D.C., which I highly recommend. It was like cheaper than gas and parking at the hotel and everything like that. So we took the train. And oh, did I lose sound again?
I don't know. Did you?
Nope, you still
Nope,
can hear
I
you.
got you. And so we finally went. I've lived in Maryland for a long time, and we finally went up to the top of the Washington Monument. Getting tickets for that is really weird. You have to either get them 30 days ahead of time if you want to go up. And at 10 o'clock in the morning is when they open, and by 10:03, all of the tickets were gone. Right. So we got tickets to go up then. If you don't get it, if you don't get the tickets the 30 days ahead of time, then they open up another set exactly 1 week ahead of time, or no, maybe it was like the day 24 hours ahead of time, whatever it is. It's like crazy. You have to go through all this like rigmarole in order to get tickets, but we did. And that was really cool. The views from the top. And it's geeky too, because I was thinking about the Spider-Man movie where he's like perched up at the top, right at the top, and we were like, he was like right there, right outside. Plus, like the history of it is really cool. And like, not to get like too crazy political. I think we all know where we all stand, but there was something enduring about America that it was like, even though it very much feels like the current administration is attempting to completely rend it and tear it apart, the fact that it has endured so much, our nation has, that it was almost hopeful. And we also toured the Capitol the next day, and there's a lot of cool stuff to do in the Capitol. They had this whole democracy lab where kids could like write a bill and like put a stamp on it, and then like you could give a speech about your bill and stand up at this podium, and it was all about kind of like how democracy is supposed to work. So that
That
was
is
kind of
cool.
cool. Um,
What are the chances
no,
that any of the members of the current administration could take that tour so that way
right,
they know how things work?
right, how it's supposed to work. Even though I was lobbying for Mel's bill to be about campaign finance reform, which is what we actually need, she said that kids should be paid to go to school, and I was like, okay, sure, yeah, that can be your bill. Um, but it was
Excuse me, do you want
super
inflation
cool,
on school lunches? Because that's how you get it.
and we took a tour of the Capitol because you could go like in the rotunda. Of course, it
Mm.
was actually on the day that the House was voting to like gut
Oh
Take
Obamacare
no.
back
for everyone.
PBS and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we did not get, because while you're there, if you wanted to actually go on the House floor, you have to go over to this other building and get like a pass from the office of your senator or House of Representatives representative, right? So you could just go over there to like one of their admins and be like, hey, I want to actually go and sit in all those seats where you can watch Congress do their thing. But I was like, yeah, no, I don't need to actually witness them taking healthcare away from millions of Americans. So we were on the grounds, but we were never we didn't go into that part of the building. Although I definitely saw a hallway and I was like, oh gosh, this is one of those hallways where they were like evacuating on January 6th.
Yep.
Like there was some of that. And I was like, yikes. So it was a really cool experience. Like I said, a mix of like despair and hope.
Mm.
But like I have some Latino friends who won't go into the city because they're, you know,
Mhm.
convinced that ICE is going to just grab them off the streets. And I don't blame them because that very well could happen. Anyway, so yeah, we took a trip to Washington D.C. It was mostly cool. We didn't do anything on the 4th of July. It was like, F that. We're over it. Normally, I'm all about the fireworks and all that stuff, but I watched Hamilton, and we were lucky because when my neighbor was taking their kids to go watch fireworks, we were like, can Mel just tag along? So she went and she got to watch fireworks. and we did not. I think you had Jackbox that day or whatever.
Jackbox.
Yeah, so let's see what else is on my list. Lots of stuff. We've also been watching a lot of soccer. If you're a soccer fan, I know it's not particularly geeky, but like the women's Euros is on right now. The women's like Copa America Femenina. There's like the Club World Cup, which is like all the best clubs from all over the world play against each other, and that was crazy. Like Chelsea beating PSG, it was just crazy. So we're definitely geeks when it comes to soccer, and it is a good time to be a geek because there is a lot of soccer on. I do not think we will be able to afford to go to or even be able to get tickets to, but like the actual World Cup for the men's
Mm.
is in America this summer coming up in
For
2026. There's
now.
Maybe.
games in
For now.
Philadelphia. Yeah, there's sure.
Maybe.
Right. Well, I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see. Anyway, let's see what else was interesting.
And this has
My
been Jock Talk with
yeah.
Flintstress.
Our kid does these engineering boxes that we get once a month from
Oh, yeah,
Crunch
yeah.
Lab, which is Mark Rober. He is a cool dude, I have to say. He's definitely like a YouTuber and he's friends with Mr. Beast, but like he is so smart and the stuff that he does is just so cool and fun. So this one was actually like a spring-loaded trap that shoots out these foam balls. And so not only can you build it and you pull the thing in it, it's all about like potential elastic energy and all about like the different types of energy, and there's a bunch of like physics and science that are a part of it. But what you can do is you could like hide it in a like a pantry or somewhere else, and you tie the string to the door, so when you pull the door the balls like hit you in the face. They wouldn't hurt you, but they scare the crap out of you if you forgot that it was there. I made her move it from the pantry because we opened the pantry like 6 or 7, 8 thousand times a day, and I kept forgetting it was there and getting balls in the face. Yeah, so I was like, look, we can put it on like a different closet where we don't like open, but I'm the one who opens most of the doors in our house. So I was like, it's probably gonna be me. So for right now, it's not hooked up to anything, but like it was really cool. The way he explains like relatively complicated like high school to college level physics concepts in ways that like younger kids can understand. It was great because they do give you like a paper directions book, which is helpful when you're actually assembling the thing. But I'm making her watch the videos that go with it because the videos will actually like break down the science of like why it does what it does. So I've even learned a thing or two, which I highly enjoy. So if now it is not for like the younger kids, so I would definitely say like a pretty advanced 10-year-old is low age wise as you could go with these Crunch Lab boxes. They do have Mel used to do KiwiCo, which is more for like the younger kids. But if you have a kid that's like 10 to like 14 or whatever, they would probably enjoy doing these Crunch Lab subscription boxes. I know I enjoy it. So um, let's see what else is on my list. We saw Thunderbolts finally. I know that's been out for
I
a
liked
while.
it.
I thought it was fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it.
Um,
Really liked Bob.
yeah. And I
Lewis
mean,
Lewis
it was,
Pullman has that same quality his father has. So
I liked all of it. I liked her, Florence Pugh, is that her name?
yep.
And her dad, he's just delightful in everything that
Mm-hmm.
he's in. Always manages to bring some humor. But yeah, it was nice to see a little bit of a redemption arc for what was the one who was like the bad Captain America, but he was kind of
Bucky?
acting like a good guy. No, not Bucky, but like
The
uh,
Russian.
No, the new guy.
Why?
yeah,
I just know him as Wyatt.
Walker or
Yeah.
something, or yeah, whatever his name was, Wyatt, whatever his name was. Yeah. Anyway, so that was interesting and and pretty enjoyable. We also watched Ironheart,
Mm-hmm.
Ironheart of the
Yes.
Ironheart, and I liked that a lot. I just I wish the ending was upsetting because I mean I understand like she misses. You all have seen this, or is this a spoiler
Hmm.
alert or
I have
whatever?
not but go ahead and talk about it. Like
Okay,
I said, I haven't watched a whole lot of television
yeah.
other than
Um,
weirdly Squid Games.
Sacha Baron Cohen is like a weird dude with a lot of messed up stuff, but man, he is a very talented actor. And
Yes.
um
We finally
oh,
got that character.
right? That they've been teasing since WandaVision, right? At
Mm-hmm.
least a little bit. So um, if you're all about MCU continuity, you would need Ironheart to fit in with that. Plus, I mean, Riri Williams is not perfect. She is flawed, but she is relatable and real and she says a lot of stuff about like she has to do what she has to do because she's not getting the breaks, but she's also one of those out of the box thinkers that isn't really going to like play by the rules. It starts out and she's on this scholarship and she's got a lot of opportunities. She just came back from Wakanda, but everybody keeps trying to put her into this specific box. So it's just kind of cool.
Yeah, I like that the one with counselor would never called her on that BS.
Right.
Because it's like, dude, you got a full ride scholarship thanks to Tony Stark.
Right.
You're at these schools. You've been through several schools and you just keep getting kicked out. You're being given all these opportunities. Stop being a victim and use your brain because it's powerful. It's amazing. It's cool. But on the converse of that, there were issues where she was kind of being put into a box.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's hard. And it's interesting. And so it kind of explored that.
Mm-hmm.
And especially with like the younger, your Gen Z, your younger people, they're very different than the older generations and stuff. So it was just, I enjoyed it very much. And the soundtrack was highly enjoyable. Lots of really good music and just, very colorful. And the whole kind of themes of like loss and grief and what that does to a person, right? And what that can make you do is, it's definitely some powerful themes. So, yeah, very interesting.
But the important question for you, Rich, is did you see the reflection?
Yeah. Oh,
in
yeah.
the spoon?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I also.
You know who it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I just didn't want to say it for Carol if she didn't know
I
yet.
just said that's all I said. Reflection. That's all I said.
But no, it's because, of course, in something like that, I'm immediately going and watching Screen Crush or I can't think of the other one where they do the breakdowns on the episodes and stuff, and I find out, and so that way I can pretend I'm as smart as Billy Flynn.
Well, Billy he actually did notice it in real time, and then we
noticed
paused it and backed it up after we finished watching the episode. But then we also found it on YouTube to like see the still image nice and clear. So.
Oh yeah, did all that too. But when it comes to everything else, then I can be as smart as Billy. Because I'm like, I'm not as well versed in the history like you and Carol are when it comes to like a lot of comic stuff. So I would have thrown you in there, Terry, but I don't. You were not. You're more of a. You're not old geek like we are. You're new geek.
I'm a convert. Yeah. So let me see what else I have on my list. Karate Kid's Legends is out on streaming, and that was fun. That was definitely fun. You got Jackie Chan and Daniel LaRusso. Why am I blanking on his name? Ralph Macchio. And just it was worth it alone for them to have some sparring moments. That was fun, right? And there's a couple of other cameos. And just it was a little popcorn fun kind of movie, but was really well done. The special effects I thought were good. Our kid loved it. So if you have anybody who's into any kind of like martial arts, it was super fun. Except she was always like, when the like announcer would be like, and he hit him with a roundhouse kick, she was like, that was not a roundhouse kick. That was like
she was correcting
stepping back kick or whatever it was. But yeah, it was cute. And God, Joshua Jackson is in this movie. Did I get that right? Joshua Jackson. You did. Okay.
From Dawson's?
Having kind of
he makes pizza
from the Creek.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a retired boxer.
And he owns a pizzeria.
Yeah. Oh, and Ming Na Wen. I mean, she's just amazing in everything that she's in. So, yeah, it was definitely fun if you are looking for a fun kind of family movie. Another super fun popcorn movie that like really shouldn't have worked and was definitely not a good movie but was fun was Heads of State. And now this was on is this Netflix or Prime? I'm trying to remember what this is on. Prime?
Yeah.
Whatever it was. And this is John Cena as the President of the United States and Idris Elba as the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. And they don't like each other and then they have to go on an adventure together. And it was just comedy gold. It was just so fun and just the two of them playing off each other and just, they were having a good time in this movie.
Oh, that's right. Because they did Suicide Squad together.
Yes.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah, so they were just like, let's do a movie together and let's have fun. And what can we do? And I'm gonna say her name wrong, but Priyanka, I think is her first name.
Mhm.
The female lead. She was really pretty delightful in this, and she's a pretty good badass. I'm sure she trained for this because she definitely had some stunts, some fight scenes, and some of that kind of stuff. I think she's like a CIA agent for real, legit. So
Hey,
she was
you're
good in
going
it.
for the stop.
Carol yeets a cat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She's going for my headset. She knows where the little cord goes in. She tries to turn off my headset.
Wow. She's smart for her own good. And then certainly going to let Billy Flynn take most of this on my last one. Despite problematic issues with Neil Gaiman, we would have to watch Pirate, whatever, the Sandman. So
There's one episode left of the mid-season.
one episode left of the mid-season of what's been going on, and visually it's pretty interesting. I know Billy is enjoying it because, like, I mean, you just this is one of your favorite comics of all time, right? But
It is. I'm sorry, but it is.
Mhm.
and but yeah, it's if you like it, if it's your thing, then you would like this, right?
There's a
You said
character
they're going kind of
reference.
fast through the story a little bit, though,
They
right?
are. They are. There's a character referenced in the show who does not get the actual storyline with that character, and it made me wonder why we even referenced the character at all. So
I think I know which character you're talking about. I haven't seen it, but I've heard enough that
Okay.
like, yeah, maybe this is not a story that they need to tell.
I mean, I want to see every issue.
I
want
know,
to see every issue as an episode. I just do.
I know you do, but I think that one
Oh,
that has
so-
to be handled so well. If it's
so
the ones
you
that I
haven't,
think you're talking about.
you haven't seen this at all?
No.
Okay. So can I tell you a little bit of casting that when I saw it, I was like, oh my God, and it took her a moment to get it.
Okay.
So, it's season 2, so we get to the Shakespeare episode. So, we get to them doing Midsummer Night's Dream.
Mhm.
So Puck is played by frickin' Joffrey from Game of Thrones.
Oh, he got back into acting.
Yes.
Yes.
Nice.
And he
Well,
is
I'm glad.
wonderful in this.
Because
There are a lot of
quite good.
cameos.
he had stopped for a while because he was getting so much hate.
That's what threw me. I'm like, who is that guy? I was like, he kind of looks like Joffrey.
It
No,
took
he's
me
not
a
kidding.
Joffrey.
while.
I kept looking. I'm
Took me
like,
a while.
no, that's Joffrey.
Well, that's because he was so darn good as Joffrey.
Right.
It wasn't because he
too
was
good.
acting bad. It's because the character was that reprehensible.
Yes.
Mhm.
Horrible. Yes.
But he was good in this. So I've probably forgotten like a bunch of stuff, but it's been like a whole month and I wasn't writing it down as I went. So I thought that was pretty dang good. So I'm just gonna go ahead and say that has been my geeky week month.
All right, for me, didn't really do a whole heck of a lot geeky besides my normal, video game playing.
Moving
But
on.
trailers.
Yeah.
Trailers. Stranger Things 5 looks good. Looks
Yeah, it
good.
does
Can't
look good.
wait to see that. And about 30 minutes before we started the recording, I watched the one that dropped about 8 hours ago, and that is Tron Ares.
Dude.
Oh,
Dude.
they're explaining the how and the what. I can't wait to see it.
I think I'm gonna do a rewatch and start back at the beginning, go all the way back, take it back to Barb, and rewatch the whole thing to
Oh,
get ready.
Oh,
for the
Oh,
next-
Stranger Things.
Sorry. You had already moved on. Wait, you had already moved on. No, keep going.
I was
Sorry.
I was like, what was that an acronym
I was still
for? Barb.
processing. No, I was still
That was
processing.
a program? That was a program in Tron? What?
And
I
when
was so
Vecna
processing
teams up
Stranger
with
Things.
MCP, is crazy, man.
MCP O'Gorgon.
I was listening, but it just took my brain a minute to like catch up that you had switched to it.
No, that's all right. That's right. No, but the Tron Ares, holy cow. I'm looking forward to seeing that. I really am. I think, they could crap the bed, but it's going to be visually gorgeous. Soundtrack's going to be as amazing as the previous one. But, I'm looking forward to seeing how this stuff works in the real world. I know, it's going to be
I'm
cool.
actually surprised that they're making it, considering Legacy didn't make money. Neither did Tron, frankly. So
Yeah, I'm
Tron Ride is pretty fun.
the only thing I can think of is rights. Like
Yeah.
they may have been almost ready to lose it.
that could be. That could very well be.
Maybe they understand that the first one was a cult hit, and then the second one is kind of a cultish thing now. So fine, we'll just do the cult thing and make a lot of money for.
So,
Yeah.
well, is that why they're doing the Blade Runner television show? Because the same thing happened.
Well, hey, yeah, we'll just make money forever. Yeah. Hey, the Blade Runner anime was pretty good. So if the show can get anywhere close to that,
Yeah, that's true. And it's possible because we're getting good TV, certainly good geek TV. Speaking of which, Ironheart absolutely adored it. I like that they're doing stuff that is taking different angles, different kinds of storytelling for a lot of these stories and whatnot. I also watched, speaking of Marvel, I actually watched the most recent Captain America movie. What the hell was it called?
Brave New World.
Brave New World. Thank you. Really enjoyed it. I thought it was great. I like how they did Red Hulk and everything. You know, it wasn't anything that was too unpredictable or anything like that, but I liked the story that they told. Foundation is back because I blew through the first 2 seasons. Holy cow, that show is so damn good. And season 3 is just firing on all cylinders. Watched all of, or the rest of Murderbot, which,
Behind on that. I'm behind on
oh,
that.
it's so good. So good.
Murderbot.
And I believe,
What does he want? He wants murder.
see, whenever he came on, all I would think of was from Trial and Error. Murderbot. 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 Also, Poker Face finished up with the episodes of That's Out.
I know. Okay, let's add that on our list. Yeah.
Oh my God, Poker Face is so damn good. It is. I can't tell you how many times I stop and rewind just to see and hear Natasha Lyonne's reactions to things, because again, she's just like this old Borscht Belt comedian, and just like it just cracks me up.
Her face just moves in a way that most people's face do not move.
In the first season at like the old folks home thing, I loved how frustrated she got because she didn't want to solve a mystery, but they were lying and she knew that, and it just bothered her. And that whole thing that she did, I was just like, oh my God, I'm loving it.
Yes.
So
There've
good.
been lots of times where she hasn't really wanted to get involved, but she like feels compelled to.
Oh, it's so good. And hopefully gets another season, because what they set up is fantastic.
Okay. Yeah, I really want to see that. Really want to see it.
Also started watching Monarch, Legacy of the Whatevers. Is that what?
Monsters.
Monsters,
Legacy of the
thank you.
Monsters, yes.
Enjoying that. I need to get back
Yes,
to that
it's
because
fun.
some other stuff
It's really
came in.
fun.
Mhm.
It really is.
When it comes to movies, I mentioned already the Marvel one. Also watched The Dead Don't Die.
Yes.
The damn diner scene.
Oh, just
It's like, he can't possibly do this 4 times in a row. Oh, yeah, he can.
yeah. Was it some sort of an animal? Several animals? Several wild. Yeah, and that's the thing. I didn't realize I was a fan or as familiar with Jim Jarmusch's movies as I was, because even going back to
Jarmusch.
that's what I think of, or Baruchel as well. But the Johnny Depp movie, he's an
Man.
old Indian. Yes, Dead Man.
Tremendous film.
It's so good. And, you know, I saw that when I was in my teens and didn't really understand what was happening, but I enjoyed it and I felt a lot of connection with it. But The Dead Don't Die was just so great. I mean, I love Adam Driver when he's being that comedic straight man. He's so good at it. Like, what is it? Lucky Number 11, I think. Or
was it
no.
Lucky Logan?
Lucky
It was
Logan.
Lucky
That's what it was. It was Lucky
yeah,
Logan.
The one with
Where he's-
Daniel Craig.
Yeah. And he's just, I love him in those roles because he's so damn good. Also watched Mickey 17, which was
Love that film.
great. So, I love that Pattinson is finally able to actually show acting and breaking out of the whole Twilight nonsense.
I
And-
love that each Mickey is ever so slightly different, even when you only see them for 30 seconds.
It shows
I
the kind
gotta
of
watch
stuff he
the
has.
first 16 before I can watch
You
it.
really don't have to, fortunately.
Really?
If you read the book, the books, then you'll be queued up. And the last thing that I will throw in there is stumbled across the absolute delight. Billy, Terry, you guys may be, MJ may be too old for this because it's on Nick Jr. Tiny Chef.
Oh,
If
yeah. Okay. I came across Tiny Chef when they canceled this damn show because he
You-
went on TikTok and cried.
I know that was the first thing I saw too, and I was okay. It's a stop motion animation. Tiny Chef. He's like this big, and the amount of work and everything that goes into it is it's just flawless. And like if you can go on because they don't recommend TikTok because it's Chinese spyware, but if you go on YouTube, they got all of them there. Shorts and full episodes and everything like that, and does music where they do little music videos. Like the bad guy one is probably my favoriteest of everything I've ever seen before because it is just adorable. But yes, if you need little hits of joy and whimsy in your life, definitely check out Tiny Chef. Do not watch all of them in one sitting. Space that shit out. We need it now more than ever. And you just need that little bit of just right in your veins kind of joy. But I definitely...
Very unique way of speaking.
Yes. Well, he's got a speech impediment, which, kids are going to connect with because they're not speaking as clearly as we grown-ups use words. So it's... and not to mention the fact that it's Tiny Chef is adorable, and it's so expertly executed. Like it puts Aardman Animation to shame, and they're pretty much
really good.
the tippity top when it comes to stop motion in the current world.
It's all felted. I was so impressed because it's not clay. It's like little felt creatures.
Felt creatures, but also all of the miniatures that they use, they just whatever they can put together, little foam, and they paint it right, and it just looks so good. But anyway, just a lot of really cool, fun, awesome stuff. That has been my geeky month.
Okay, cool. So in Comic Land, DC's back with the sequel. So you've got your JLA versus Godzilla versus Kong 2 is out there. Happening all over again. You thought it wouldn't, but here it is. Absolute Green Lantern 3 is continuing to be the best horror comic I've read in some time. I have no idea where they're going with this and how this is going to be a Green Lantern story in any way I've ever seen before. So, Absolute Superman 8, what they've done with the origin this time, I'm truly grooving on that. I really am. Trinity, the daughter of Wonder Woman, has a comic. Hey, Wonder Woman has a daughter. Don't know when that happened.
Is it with that guy that she essayed in Wonder Woman 80?
Not the slightest idea. Not the slightest idea.
Yikes.
I read Crypto, the Last Dog of Krypton. Crypto has a mini-series in which you get, wait for it, Crypto's origin story. Huh? Because,
I bet he was a cute puppy.
Before they sent Clark up, in that rocket, they had to test it. So, here, boy.
So Crypto's a rescue? Oh.
And at the end of the first issue, he does come through, and finally he does land. And of course, he lands on Earth, and he's found by this kid named Lex.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Right. So okay, come on, issue 2. I've seen the Discovery Channel crossover comic Aquaman Air Jaws. Huh? It's an Aquaman story, and great whites leap out of the water. It makes total sense. It really does.
I'm just trying to figure out what kind of Kryptonian knife or laser would they use to neuter Crypto?
I want to say something about Crypto because Crypto features heavily in the new Superman movie.
Really?
Incidentally, yes, and he is based on James Gunn's own dog, Ozu, who is a rescue. So apparently, rescue searches have gone up like 550% since the movie came out.
Yeah.
But that ear, I've seen pictures of James Gunn's dog. That ear, that's his dog has that ear. So, yeah. So yeah, I love Crypto.
Cool. So before Kev came down, I had an evening to myself randomly, and for no particular reason, I decided, you know what, I'm going old school. And I brushed off some MST. I brushed off season 1 MST.
Wow.
Watched Robot Holocaust.
Wow.
What a terrible, terrible movie that is. Oh, my dear God in heaven. That's one of the first MSTs I saw. It was like the third or fourth one I saw. And I was just like, oh, my God, this thing is so great. So, because this happens when you have kids, you get to this moment where, wait, what do you mean how have I never shown you which is why Kevin and I watched Highlander. Oh my God!
The original movie? Nice.
Yes.
Every
What
now
a-
and then, a movie slips through the cracks, and you forget to show it to them. Yep.
No, it's weird because my other kid has seen it, but Kev didn't see it. I'm like, how did that happen? Don't know. So we watched Highlander. Yes, indeed. And so I told Kevin, I'm like, okay, I will have you watch Highlander 2, but not yet. I want you to have this in your mind before I completely destroy everything you love about this, because I think I have actually found a copy of the theatrical cut.
Ooh.
I have to watch the
Wow.
opening to make sure, because you really can't find that anywhere anymore. But I think I
No.
found the site that does have the theatrical cut, because I want him to see the stupid effing thing that they tried to do. Holy God.
But are you sure the
Just in time
Renegade
for the
cut doesn't have it?
No, the Renegade cut cut out all mentions of the planet Zeast.
Yeah.
I don't remember the second one at all.
It's terrible. It's as it turns out, they're actually aliens from another planet,
Yeah.
and they were part of this big rebellion, and so the people banished them to Earth. So that means that everyone got banished to Earth was on the same team. So Kurgan was on the same team as McLeod and Ramirez. Of course he was. Now,
Who's
here's the
playing
other one.
Ramirez in the? Is Russell Crowe playing Ramirez in the remake?
Oh, I don't know.
I think he
know.
is.
Oh, well, okay. Well, we'll see. So another film that that Kevin had not seen that kind of took me by surprise. Kev had not seen Psycho, but I'll do you one better. Kev didn't know.
Oh my God.
So this is the 4th time I've watched Psycho with someone who doesn't
Yep.
know.
I didn't know.
And
Wow.
if you can do that, it's the greatest movie experience you're ever going to have. There are 2 moments where you have to watch the person and not the movie.
Mm-hmm.
When Norman is sinking that car in the swamp in the back, and it stops. It just stops. Kevin also was like, "Oh my God." Everybody feels so bad for Norman Bates when that car stops. Everybody feels terrible for Norman Bates. And the funny thing, Kev even mentioned this, after the movie's over. He's like, because he's seen, the parody of the shower scene in hundreds of different.
Sure. Right.
And he's like, I always wondered why it was always a guy. In the car, he's like, the other moment you have to watch the person when Vera Miles finds Mrs. Bates in the fruit cellar. You got to watch, because when that turnaround happens, you watch their face, and something just breaks in their. You can see it in their mind, because Kevin absolutely believed Mrs. Bates was running around and Norman Bates was the great son trying to cover this up. It is astounding to watch this film with someone who's never seen it and doesn't know. It's tremendous.
Plus, it's one of Vince Vaughn's best movies.
I told him I was like, Kevin, not only was there a remake, it was a shot-for-shot remake. He's like, what am I getting? Everything that you see here was completely redone in color with other people.
But with extra fapping scenes and in Haish's butthole.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's that.
And a couple of little artsy things that he throws in during the kill scenes that I'm like, oh, I'm sure that means something to someone.
So we also watched Psycho 2 because I think that's an underappreciated thing.
It is.
It's not as
I
good
think
as...
that's actually, it's not Psycho, but I think it's actually a quite good film.
It really is.
And I think Anthony Perkins is actually pretty good in it too.
He is so good in 2. And it's so weird because I did this a long time ago, like 95, 96. I had someone had not seen Psycho watch Psycho, and we did this whole thing where we watched them all. And I'm raving about Psycho. What do you get to Psycho 3? And then when we watched Psycho 3 together, I'm like, wow, you know what? Psycho 2 is better than I remembered it was. Because Psycho 3 is just not that great. It's really not.
No.
Anthony Perkins directs Psycho 3. He tries to put some interesting camera shots and stuff in it. But so Psycho 4, The Beginning, we have not seen yet, but I do have it, and I believe we're going to. Hey, guess what other film Kevin had not ever seen?
Debbie Does Dallas.
The Exorcist.
Oh. Didn't realize we were going with a theme.
I was going to say Citizen Kane. Did he not know that Rosebud was the sled?
But no, we watched that, and
what?
He was like, I did not realize that this movie was going to take its time like that. I'm like, oh yeah, no. Yeah, The Exorcist is a slow burn. It has to be.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't work any other way. And I was like, so Kev, you know what movie you should really watch now? He's like, Exorcist 2. And I'm like, no. Never in your life watch Exorcist 2. I was like, unless you want to get really weird and get really drunk and do Highlander 2 and Exorcist 2. That's the only way.
Wow.
But I told him, no, we will watch Exorcist 3 because, oh my God, I love Exorcist 3.
It's
I read that book.
Exorcist 3 is like Exorcist 3 Law and Order. It's just a Law and Order episode of The Exorcist.
But with demons, you know. So,
With a demon.
so I read the book Legion before they made this movie. When they made the movie, I was like, okay, I'm interested. And I was like, oh, you know what? The changes you made from the book, I kind of like where you've gone here. So that's pretty cool. And then last night,
Oh,
Kevin,
hold on, Billy. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but Terry,
for it.
basically the theme that you just sang was the quantum leap thing.
Yes.
Oh yeah, you're right. I was close. That was close.
Yeah.
No, I think that's what the quantum leap theme is if you were to take the Exorcist and then the Law and Order, and then you got.
Put them together.
Mhm.
So then last night, Kevin and I watched the DC animated film, The Battle of Super Sons, where Damian Wayne and Clark Jr. Jonathan, get to butt heads and not nonsense and whatever. Which I did not realize they'd made that. That just came out like last year. I was like, wow, I missed that this came out. And apparently I've not watched the Crisis on Infinite Earth series because I thought that was an older film, and I saw when that came out, and I'm like, wait a minute, maybe I haven't seen that, so we might be getting around to that. So there's that. My other big thing is, yes, Mario Kart. As I started playing the free roam mode, where you get to just drive around and do like stupid little missions and try to collect things, because doing this is how you unlock the mirror mode in the game. So I've got the mirror mode now, so we can race backwards on tracks. Hot diggity damn. Isn't that super cool? Huh? Yeah, it is.
I haven't gotten to the point yet where I even have the tracks memorized going forward. So.
Okay, you'll get there.
If you know what TV show they're on this week, you could win yourself a prize. It's your further adventures of Chad and Abby update.
Chad and company learn the ropes on their first day at the firm while the founder Abe decides between two attorneys seeking partnership. Chad uses tips from a book on romance to try to impress Abby. Stefan asks Brady to defend a client whose ex-lover is suing him, and then Brady accidentally kills a partner in a game of squash. Oopsie doops. Chad defends a network sense of being sued by a producer, and everyone tries to find escape routes when a fire starts in the building. See, Chad is trying to ignore his inherent vice. Stefan sees himself like more of a street hawk, and Abby has not been the same since the night the city screamed. It's just life when you are the collaborators, the accomplices, the comrades. Hashtag Chabby forever.
Looks like you've got mail waiting.
Indeed we do. Wow, I've really got to learn how to fade that. Chad and Abby are on a forgotten show called Day by Day, which even had a Brady Bunch reunion, which is about all I remember of that show, except that it did have Julie Louis-Dreyfus in an early role. Hey, have you ever revisited any of these shows that you make us remember? That is Jamie. Well, Jamie, no. I use what bits and pieces of memory that I have of these shows to go, yeah, let's talk about that one. And to be honest with you, I didn't remember the one that we just did at all. And honestly, I didn't remember Day by Day either. Yeah, they were on Day by Day last time that we did this. And yeah, I looked that up. Like 6 members from the Brady Bunch came back as the Brady Bunch. The episode title was even something like a very Brady what the hell ever. They had a Brady Bunch reunion on this stupid show.
And it didn't help the ratings because nobody remembers the show.
Shocker, right? So, if you would like to drop us a note, by all means, please do that. It is podcast at Geek Radio Daily. You can send us a voicemail or a text message, and please do, because maybe the phone number's right, maybe it's not. Someone call it and see that number.
I think we can get text messages though, you know.
And what number would you use for that though?
510 GRD crew.
So we'll figure it all out. That's just kind of the way it works, because at the end of the day, who really knows things? Honestly, not me.
Prepare for a spine-tingling, nerve-shattering podcast featuring all your favorite monsters. You won't believe your ears when you listen to Monster Kid Radio. Hear your host, Derek M. Cook, and his ever-rotating stable of guests discuss your favorite classics and sometimes not-so-classic monster movies. Subscribe to Monster Kid Radio through iTunes or Stitcher, or visit monsterkidradio.net before the next weekly episode of Monster Kid Radio. Go through the archives for interviews with Sarah Karloff, Victoria Price, and Joel Hodgson. Listen to discussions about movies like Creature from the Black Lagoon, Island of Terror, and King Kong. And don't forget convention coverage from Monster Bash and the H.P. Lovecraft Film Festival, Classic Monsters, Modern Talk, and the head of Rondo Hatton, only on Monster Kid Radio.
It's Thursday night, and the podcast has become a slow-burn psychological thriller about an evil mime Come play Jackbox with Geek Radio Daily on Friday night, and maybe Flynn will ask, why does soup come in so many shapes?
It's a fair question if you stop and think about it.
I'm not wearing any pants. Film at 11.
Geek News.
That was our worst one yet.
From a geeky point of view, I thought it was pretty. If you do, I'm pointing. When I point to you, do it. It works out. I know the delay.
Chuck E. Cheese is stepping beyond family fun with Chuck's Arcade, a new spin-off crafted especially for adults. Launched on July 2nd of 2025 this year, this fresh concept features 10 locations across 8 states, from Florida and Connecticut to Texas and Missouri, even including one in Kansas City that doubles as a pizzeria offering beer and wine. Hey, pizza and video games? I don't think it'll work. These standalone venues blend nostalgia with modern gaming. Think classics like Ms. Pac-Man, Donkey Kong, and Mortal Kombat alongside current hits such as... who knows, since arcades barely exist. Each arcade also showcases animatronic characters, Chuck E. Cheese or friends from Munch's Make-Believe Band as part of the decor, while guests can redeem tickets for retro merch, collectible toys, candy, and even exclusive apparel. And here I was thinking we'd get stars from classic adult arcades. Coming off of a $350 million revamp of 500 locations and a bankruptcy restructuring 5 years ago, this venture marks the company's confident push into adult-oriented eat-ertainment as rivals like Dave & Buster's face declining sales. Finally, a place where you can relive your childhood trauma, but with cocktails and credit card debt.
Wow. But at least there's video
I'll go
games.
I'll go next. It was okay. This is the first time I'm reading this. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so unprepared for this evening.
Actually, with a script, damn it.
It was back in April that John Carpenter finally received his own star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and he's not the only horror legend who's part of the 2025 class of honorees. Robert Englund is also getting a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, joining fellow horror actor legends, including Boris Karloff, Lon Chaney, and Bela Lugosi. We knew it was coming, but we didn't know when it was happening. But Englund posted himself, but a story posted by Englund himself indicates that he's getting his Walk of Fame star on Halloween Day. The celebration of Englund's career looks to be taking place on Halloween at 11 a.m. Englund had tweeted that when the news was first announced last year, woke up this morning to discover I'm in great company in the Hollywood Walk of Fame class of 2025. Just to hear my name mentioned alongside Jane Fonda and Prince makes my old heart go pity-pat. Of course, we all know he's not getting this star for his horror work. He's getting it because he played the kind-hearted visitor Willie in the miniseries V.
Of course.
That show he was on where he was one of the parolees and the cop. Oh, I don't remember the name of that show.
Oh, that was long ago.
That was. That was way back.
Well, if any of these things are on Netflix or any other kinds of service where you can download a bunch of stuff, you can now get to it with extremely fast speed. Pew, 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 pew. I was thinking about reading this article just like with my fastest talking voice, but I don't think anyone could even keep up with me. But anyway, people in Japan, scientists in Japan have shattered internet speed records. You could download the entire Netflix library in seconds. Okay. I mean, why do we even care about this? Well, the world is hungry for faster data. Think AI training, quantum computing, 8K streaming, massive cloud backup. Well, Japan's big breakthrough pushes the boundaries of what's possible with existing fiber optics, potentially slashing global latency and boosting connectivity for billions. So these researchers have clocked a mind-blowing 402 terabits per second over standard optical fiber, smashing the previous world record and leaving average US broadband speeds of around 100 megabits per second in the dust. It's roughly 4 million times faster. Like I said, they could do the entire Netflix library in a matter of seconds or transfer 12,500 high definition movies in a single tick. They did this. It's Japan's National Institute of Information and Communications Technology. The team expanded bandwidth to 37.6 terahertz using multi-band wavelength division, multiplexing, and cutting-edge optical amplifiers. It all sounds like Star Trek, but they're doing it. So they transmitted the data over 50 kilometers of commercially available fiber optics without fancy upgrades, proving it's scalable for real-world networks. And it's not their first rodeo. They actually hit 319 terabits per second in 2023, but the new setup doubled down on an efficiency with novel signal boosters to minimize loss over long distances. I mean, it's a super huge leap, and imagine all the different things we can do with it: faster VR worlds, instant big data analytics, even greener data centers by optimizing traffic. So, I mean, what's next? They're looking for commercialization as early as 2030. Of course, there's still some challenges that remain, like integrating it into undersea cables without hiking the costs. As demand for the internet just absolutely explodes, expect more records to fall. I mean, US and China scientists, well, I mean, if we have scientists left, are racing to catch up. Couple these new speeds with quantum computing, we can have exponential growth in research and development as well. So, hope, fast internet, and hope.
Yay. So Netflix got mentioned in that. Netflix is doing what Netflix does. And I told you, they've done some anime stuff. They had the Tomb Raider. They've had a couple of video game anime. The Castlevania stuff is pretty good. But now Netflix is going to go live action with a video game franchise and adapt Ubisoft's Assassin's Creed. And yes, in the show, he will be carrying the tomahawk because that is so badass. In a press release, Nintendo announced that its live-action Assassin's Creed series is going to be directed by Emmy nominees Robert Patino and David Weiner, who respectively worked on Westworld, Sons of Anarchy, and even the Paramount version of Halo, which I liked. I'm sorry you didn't. While Netflix is yet to disclose any plot details for the project, it is confirmed that the series has been in development for nearly 5 years. They first announced they were working on this in 2020, and nothing gelled, though, until they did the ring finger sacrifice. And I'm sure you know, Assassin's Creed is a historical action-adventure game that follows the exploits of a secret order of assassins who at that time had been influencing key historical events. They've had 14 games so far.
Wow.
The heroes have had pivotal roles in events like the Revolutionary War, Ancient Egypt, the Sengoku period. The latest one was Assassin's Creed Shadows. And yes, I'm sure that they will adapt Assassin's Creed Syndicate, whose biggest crime was all the damn Cockney accents. As many Assassin's Creed fans will know, this is not the first time a live-action version's been tried. It was back in 2016 when 20th Century Fox brought Michael Fassbender into the sci-fi action fanfare. But, even his love for the games, it did not, capture the fans' attention or really anyone at the box office. And I kid you not, I once saw a review that was titled Assassin's Crap. I am a little hyped for this. There is a rumor that since it's a TV show, they can delve more into the background. And maybe after a few seasons, we can learn what fans have been predicting for so long, that Assassin's Creed is actually a prequel to the greatest martial arts story ever told. Three Ninjas. GRD is licensed under Creative Commons Attribution, non-commercial, non-derivative works, 963 license. Check us out on Facebook, on Twitter, some of the website, GRD.com. Three Ninjas, baby. Huh?
Nice.
Was that or Sidekicks? But who the hell remembers Sidekicks?
I do. Jonathan Brandis was in that.
And Gil Gerard.
Oh, yeah.
He was the big cop guy.
That's right.
So please, it's podcast at geekradiodaily.com. Of course, a voicemail, text message. Try to figure out where Chad and Abby are for a prize. You need to send that to the magic number of
510 GRD Crew.
And theoretically, we will see you in an actual Sweek this time. Huh?
Yeah.
Yay.
What the hell are you still doing here?
This has been the saddest excuse for entertainment I've ever seen. Good night, suckers.
Damage averted. All systems operative.
You gonna scratch my brother's car?
No, I'm not. Now look, I'm driving, you navigate. Where is this party?
Hey, make a right here. Here.
brother's gonna kill us. He's gonna kill us. He's gonna kill you and he's gonna kill me. He's gonna kill us. Hey, man, just be glad I had fast reflexes. My brother's gonna shit. Make up your mind, dude. Is he gonna shit or is he gonna kill us? First he's gonna shit, then he's gonna kill us. Relax. All right? My old man is a television repairman. Got this ultimate set of tools. I can fix it. You can't fix this car, Macaulay. I can fix it.
What was that? That sounds so familiar.
It's Fast Times.
Fast Times, yeah.
When he called him
Fast Times
Spicoli, I
Spicoli.
caught that. And that's I was like, oh.
No, I was only sort of listening.
Because let's not forget the older brother is, oh God, what's his name?
Abe Vigoda.
No. Saul Guerrero in Star Wars.
Oh,
now.
Forrest Whitaker.
Oh, Forrest Whitaker.
Thank you.
Oh, that's
Just got,
right.
nominated
Yes.
for an Emmy. He just got nominated for an Emmy for Andor.
As he should.
For a guest spot on Andor.
Yeah, nobody else got one, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm disappointed that they did not give any acting nods. It did get a nod for best drama, I believe.
Yes.
That's at least something.
It just didn't have good acting, but it was great drama.
Incidentally, yes, Russell Crowe is playing Ramirez in the new Highlander remake,
All right.
and Henry Cavill is playing Connor.
I think.
And it's being directed by the guy that did John Wick.
Oh, Stravinsky?
Yes.
Chad something.
Yeah, Chad Stravinsky. Chad. Yeah, I'm
So,
looking
like,
forward to it.
God, what? 30 seconds after we watch Highlander, so Kev pulls up this damn little cartoon on YouTube. It's a duck. They're ducks, but it's the dad and the kid. And he goes, "So that was Highlander. What'd you think?" "Oh my God, Dad, that was so cool. It was so awesome. Are there any more Highlander movies?"
Nope.
No.
Oh, Billy,
I saw that one.
Did you see? Actually, speaking of duck, not a duck, but aquatic fowl. You saw that Bloom County?
Yes.
You saw those 5 strips?
Yes, I did.
Where ICE tries to take Opus?
He tries to take Opus. Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, actually done by Berkeley
Who's
Breed.
at the door? Hilarious.
Wow.
It's good. It's good.
Disheveled Steve Dallas is trying to talk to you. Why don't you listen? Oh God, Bloom County, man. Bloom County.
I saw that and I thought of you, and I was like, oh yeah, I gotta talk to Billy about that.
You're so sweet.
I'm gonna push the stop streaming button, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in this week.
Bye,
We
streaming
appreciate you
people.
guys. Make sure you go to the website and get it on Patreon for
Yeah,
more
that way you
stuff.
get to hear what we're about to say now.
Yeah. If you don't get to.
So there.
Let me know when you push it.